Where are you?
That's a good question.
It's a surprise. Oh,
Is it
yay.
a surprise?
It's a surprise.
You would have
Maybe you'll have to figure that out. Welcome to Repertory Company Theater, RCT360. I'm Deidre Sherm.
I'm Laura Alley.
And I'm Rachel Ratcliffe.
Now, ladies, you can see here that I am in a secret location to be disclosed in a few minutes, but welcome to episode number 60. And our theme for today is Big Fish. Now, that is a show that is about to star on the stage at RCT. But the term big fish also refers to the tales that fishermen would tell about the fish that they would catch. Exaggerated sometimes, maybe a little over the top. So before we get started today, ladies, I'm going to play a little game with you called Big Fish or Not with Deidre. Ooh. So I'm going to tell you a little story, and it's your job to tell me if what I'm saying is a big fish tale or not. So it has to do with my location. This morning I got up and said, you know what we should do? We should run down to our state capitol and check it out. Maybe take a little tour of the Capitol building, see some of the sights, and help keep Austin, Texas weird. Not only for all that Austin has to offer, but some of you know that we've had a business start at our house. Charlie and I started a business called Charlie and Dog. Well, we've decided to start a new business. You know, if people can sell pet rocks, why can't we sell dirt? Yes, Texas dirt. And next month, we're going to start a business called GetTexasDirt.com, where you can buy your very own canister of dirt. And so this is not only a trip for historical meaning, but it's also a trip that we can write off for business. So ladies, that's my tale. Is it a fish tale or not? Laura, I'll throw it to you.
I don't know. You did really, really well with telling that. You did a really good job, and it was very efficient. I know how wild and wacky you are in life, and I feel like this is true.
This is hard because number one, I think we all know if we've watched RCT 360 before, you're a terrible liar, Deidre, and it's to your credit.
Right, that's what I was saying. This is really good. This
is really good. For anyone else, I would say this is a total lie, but also you are a delight, a quirky burrito of awesome. And I do not put this past you at all. So either this is extraordinarily well rehearsed, or you did this, or you are down in Austin right now collecting canisters of dirt, which honestly is not a bad idea whatsoever.
No, I believe you're in Austin though. I believe.
You know what? True. Yep. I'm going to go with it. Yep. This is not a fish tale.
It's true.
So final answers?
True.
True.
Ladies, welcome to the state capital of Texas. Yes, I apparently am not a good liar. You guys have got me figured out. I reviewed the notes from our last ones thinking, oh, maybe I can rehearse it so it sounds better, but stay very succinct and small and short. But apparently I cannot fool you all. So thank you so much for joining me on our Texas tour. And I think I'm going to take you inside to the Capitol and let you take a look. But before we get there, I think, Laura, you have a great interview for us today. Is that correct?
I do.
So take it away, Laura.
Today's In the Spotlight guest is one of my favorite on-stage partners. Please welcome to our webcast, the fabulous Mr. Jack Agnew. Hello, sir. How are you?
I am great. How are you, Law?
I'm good. Thank you for being with us today. First of all, can you tell those out in cyber world, if they don't know who you are, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, thanks, Laura. And yes, let me take this opportunity to tell the world that I am really an ambassador of joy. That's the way I see myself. That's the way I think others see me. But very few people pay me to do that. I'm actually a technology sales guy, work in areas like machine learning, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. Anything that's kind of cool and new is where I tend to gravitate towards, and then communicating that to customers and hopefully selling them massive amounts of stuff to help implement it.
I love it. And how has your lifestyle changed due to, obviously, we're going through a global pandemic?
Well, I would say, it just fundamentally has completely changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, in the past year, I've changed jobs, gotten a divorce, moved back downtown to downtown Dallas, had my then 3-year-old kicked out of his school because they closed down due to COVID, and then doing a lot of sort of Mr. Mom, sort of dad, single dad stuff, and just loving life though downtown, and kind of appreciating the smaller things. I've had just a lot of family members. When you have older parents, sometimes you have, especially with something like COVID, you just have a lot of new responsibilities to help them with challenges, to help older kids. And just been, I think, a fundamental reshaping, and also kind of has helped me figure out some priorities that maybe are a little bit different going forward than they were before the pandemic started. Family, kind of thinking about things like, what do you want your work legacy to be? Who do you really want to spend your time with in terms of work and jobs? And, it's more than money. It's just a lot of fundamental rethinking about what is important about life.
Right. Shifting your priorities. I completely understand. You have, in the last few months, gotten back onto the stage here at RCT, and you are actually portraying the role of Edward Bloom in Big Fish, which is a big role to be stepping into. How did you prepare, or how are you preparing to play such a challenging part?
Yes, it is. I think, I would say that this role really reminds me of 2 or 3 different roles that I played at RCT in the past. And one of them is, early on, I played the role of Jekyll and Hyde. And Jekyll and Hyde, similarly to Edward Bloom, just rarely leaves the stage. And he's doing a lot of quick costume changes. In that instance, he's playing 2 very distinct characters, Jekyll and Hyde, as you know, because you were my Lucy in that show. And
right, you licked my hand. I think I remember that.
Choreographed to do so, but yes, enjoyed it. I do remember that. And, I don't know, that feeling of being overwhelmed by just how much there is to learn. And in the case of both this show and one of the other shows that this reminds me of, which is Secret Garden, I was really completely unfamiliar with both of those shows, and what it took to play those roles, and learning the music. And in the case of Secret Garden, much like in this show, I was sort of stunned by the beauty of the show and of those characters, and that character of Archie really stayed with me. And I think this Edward Bloom guy is going to stay with me a long time too. Yeah, and then the other one I think is Les Miserables, just because of the themes in the show. And I think I'm going to be joined here just real briefly by somebody who is asking me for a little bit of extra. He's also in the show, by the way.
He is in the show. He is in the show.
Yes.
He's in the show Big Fish, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you in the show? Mm-hmm. Gets to be in the show with Dad, which is really cool. So that actually kind of brings me to this next question.
Sure.
Do you relate to the character of Edward Bloom?
Oh, yeah. And I think the interesting thing about Edward Bloom, much like Jekyll and Hyde, it's 3 different characters, right? Because I'm playing him basically at age 19, which of course is the most natural for me at this time. And then the age of maybe 39, and then I guess 69, 70, right? Somewhere in there. Mm-hmm. So you're playing him at, kind of that middle age, that young parent. I definitely relate to that right now. And then, having a father who's 86 years old and a mother who's, in her 80s. And, we don't say women's ages, at least, that I was taught not to do that. But yeah, you know how it is. As your parents get older, you see them as, mortal. And, when you're young and you see your dad, they're a superhero. And, I'm lucky enough to have kids of ages where they see me as definitely very mortal. And then also, I can still be a superhero once in a while too. So yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, Jack, we cannot wait to see you on the stage. I cannot wait to come and see you as Edward Bloom in Big Fish. It comes up in the next couple of weekends. Thank you so much for sharing some information about the show and about your life. And it was so great to see you and Augustus on the screen. And I know we'll be able to see him as well in the show. So
Yep.
Thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate you.
Thank you and bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Laura, and thank you so much, Jack. I love that you are our ambassador of joy. Now, I'm right here standing in the middle of our state, Texas capital, in the middle of Austin, Texas. And, as I'm sitting here thinking about all the history that's here and all the joy that we have in our lives today for people who have come before us, I can't think of another thing that brings me more joy right now than would be to hear a little bit of quarantine confessionals from Rachel. Take it away.
Thank you, Deidre, and welcome once again to another installment of Quarantine Confessions. Come closer, but not too close. Okay, friends. Today, as I was thinking about what to talk about on our Fish Tales, our Big Fish installment of Quarantine Confessions, I thought I can go in one of two ways. Talk about fish tales themselves and the lies we tell ourselves, or go more literal and just talk about fish. But then a lightning bolt of awesome hit me last night, and I found a way, friends, to do both. Hear me out. First, let me start with fish tales and some of the lies that we tell ourselves and we tell others, just little ones, right? And what do people lie about more than their age? Like, I will be honest, I don't love my age. I don't affirmatively lie about it, but I don't necessarily volunteer that I'm 44 years old. And if people assume that I'm younger, I don't necessarily correct them, and I don't really think that there's any harm there. Now, let's segue to fish, and hear me out. This is really going to connect. So this week, I have been enjoying the wonderful programming that is Shark Week on the Discovery Channel. And I hope that you, like me, try and live every week like it's Shark Week. But on last night's installment of, something shark related, they had a special guest, which was William Shatner, Captain Kirk, the guy from Boston Legal, Captain Kirk. It's kind of hard to get away from William Shatner. Bill, as his friends call him. So Bill decides that he wants to dive with sharks, like big tiger sharks. And so there's this whole 60-minute program about Bill going down in the water for the first time, diving with tiger sharks. And he's a little bit awkward, and I'm feeling a little bit superior because, I'm a licensed scuba diver, and I'm a little bit more comfortable underwater. But then on the wrap-up show, they just casually drop William Shatner's age in part of the discussion. And guys, I'm about to blow your mind. William Shatner is 90 years old. He is 90, y'all. He is diving with sharks. He's drinking goodness knows what. His comic timing is still pretty darn perfect. I want to be William Shatner 90. Well, I mean, not right now, but at least when I'm 90. But look, and that is clearly not a person that has been super kind to his body for years and years and years. This guy is clearly not a vegan. I don't really think that he's doing like 2 hours of yoga a day. So all I'm saying, friends, is that it's possible. It's possible for all of us. And there's no need to tell little fish tales about your age when you've got the possibility of being William Shatner at 90. So friends, while I may not volunteer my age for the next 40-ish plus years, once I'm William Shatner 90, I will be yelling it from the rooftops. And that is my quarantine confession.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Amazing that he's 90. I've come up a few stories from the bottom of the Capitol, and this right here was our governor between 1927 and 1931, Dan Moody, who would have been governor when William Shatner was born. That's crazy. Well, let's take another turn and head it back to Laura, who gives us each week a look at behind the scenes. Take it away, Laura. Ooh. Wow.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes, a look behind the curtain at what is going on here at RCT. RCT will present Big Fish, the musical, July 23rd through August 1st. It is a new musical based on the best-selling novel by Daniel Wallace. It is the story of Edward Bloom, who has some fish tales of his own in the heartwarming, enchanting musical, and tickets are available online. But we have a very special little thing for you to watch today. The story of Big Fish is also about family, fathers and sons, and we have two young stars from the show, Augustus Agnew and Connor Dembski, who plays young Will. So watch this and take it away.
Repertory Company Theater presents Fish Tales, tales and stories from the cast and crew of Big Fish the Musical.
Hi, my name is Connor Dembski, and I am playing young Will.
Hello, my name is Augustus Agnew, and I'm going to be your
My favorite character in this show is myself, because he has a side of coolness, and it's not just him throwing a baseball, and it's kind of like me throwing a racquetball. I don't play the sport, but I have the ball.
My favorite character is Desire.
My favorite scene in the show is What's Next, because all of my family always points out what's next whenever we go to the store or someplace else.
I love all the fast songs in the show.
My favorite thing about the show is about the father and son getting a relationship.
Big Fish with my dad.
Fish is not like what you would see in the movie. It's not fake, it's in person and live. Come see Big Fish.
Thank you so much, Laura, for that behind the scenes look. And now I am being very quiet because I'm in the library here at the Austin, Texas State Capitol. And ladies, we're at the end of number 60 and it's time to wrap it up. Rachel, what do you got?
Well, all of this talk about fish makes me recall, speaking of our favorite fish, well, one of our favorite fish, how about Ariel from The Little Mermaid? She's a half fish, but I think she counts for this discussion. A little bird, maybe it was a seagull, told me that there are actually 3 spaces left in RCT Little Mermaid Junior Camp, our 1-week summer camp. It starts July 27th, runs through the 31st for ages 8 to 11. This is a rarity and a wonderful opportunity to come and join our amazing School of Musical Theater for the summer. So call the office to enroll, ages 8 to 11, 972-690-5029.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Ladies, I had so much fun telling my little non-fish tour tale and taking you on a tour here of the Capitol. And I just can't wait for us to be able to get back together again. 60 episodes. I think we can. Our webcast can get its AARP card now, right? Were we good?
We are
Right,
actually
okay.
there. Mm-hmm.
Thank you to all of you who have joined us today. And we can't wait to see you again next time. And until then, I am.
You are.
We are
RCT.
Texas, oh hail that mighty state.
Hey, at least today I showered.
Hey.
Hey, I
Thanks for letting me
barely
shower.
did.
Deidre, are you ready?
Hold on. I don't guess we need to whisper. She has on. Wow. White jacket. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'm leaving. You're working.
That's very cool.
Sorry, it's okay. I have to.
Yeah.
That was so cool, you guys. Oh, I'm dying. Maybe he's in the Senate meeting.
He might be in
probably, I
there.
would think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, someone's coming.
The secretary.
Hi, is the governor in today?
He actually upstairs.
Oh, okay. Oh, it said the governor's business office. So if I go to the second floor, his office is there? Fantastic. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to the second
We
floor.
gotta do this. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
You gotta-
Yes.
Oh, security.
Where's the governor's office?
Oh, there's security.
It's on the second floor. They sent me up here. They sent me up there. The lady in the business office downstairs, she told me to go to the second floor.
He's like, I'm good.
To say hello. I'm a fifth generation Texan. Oh, okay. I'll just right this way. Okay.
Is that a
Hi. Are you a member of the media? Is
wow.
anything exciting happening today that you heard? I'm a member of the media too. I'm with RCT360, and we're doing our
I'm
live
so nervous.
webcast right
So
now.
horrible.
So, is anything exciting
so
going to
upset.
happen here? No.
I mean, because what you've been covering the whole day, you know.
Besides what I've been covering the whole day, yeah. We've got a big Texas dirt story we've been following. So, all right. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, can you see?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. Oh, wait. This historic chair are for display only. Do not sit or touch.
Hmm.
No.
No.
I'm so
no.
nervous.
Oh,
Next
So
episode will
nervous.
be Deidre and the Clink.
No, don't touch. Don't touch.
Mm.
Okay, I'm not touching. Okay.
Hi,
Bye.
ladies.
Hi, thanks, John. Thanks,
Thank
Amy.
you.
Hi, thank you.
Viva la Texas.